I go to the DMV, and they're like, and I'm like, because I went yesterday, and the guy was great. He's like, nope, you forgot your title to your car. I said, forget it. I didn't forget it. I'm just too stupid to realize when you're getting a car registered, it's smart to prove it's your car. It's a smart thing to do. So I leave. I go home. I go in my glove box because I don't mean to brag. I own that Airstream 2012 Chevrolet Sonic. I do. And I go in the glove box and I get the title. But I don't get the title. I get some slip of paper that has my name on it in case I ever want to sell the car, and I take the receipt or something for tax purposes, and I leave the crisp title sitting in the glove box, and then I go during our break in between Gum Friday. I showed up and I handed them a scrap of paper, and the woman looked at me and said, "What?" It's like I was doing the old just give me the car. Just, give me the plates. And she's like, I can't. She's like, this is not the title to a car. It looked like I got it out of a really big fortune cookie, put my name on it, and it said, you will get your license plates today. And I didn't. But then during lunch, I went and got the title to my car. So I too can, and I'm going to show up in a straw.
Wait, but what did you hand the lady that wasn't your title?
Just it says.
Did you write out a handwritten note? This is my car.
This is my car. I'm him. It's our Kim Lucky day. That's a line from Matt. That would have been just as credible. It's a sheet of paper that has my name on it, the VIN number of the car, and it says seller receipt or something. And she's like, you own a car. You can imagine. And I got to tell you, the DMV is not like the jokes they make about it anymore. It's like, look, we're in a hurry. It's not like, hey, I got all day for this. Like, it's literally, they're looking at me at the DMV and saying, why are you wasting my time? At the DMV.
You're taking too long.
You're taking forever. There are people behind you in a hurry, sir. No, you're not, or you wouldn't have showed up with a fortune cookie that says, I have an orange car. You wouldn't have. But I did. And the woman, again, you know how, like, they have a reputation for being like, she should have said, get the fuck out of my window. But she looked at me like let's just say like a Michael Gavin Ali, like a Jake Hudson who spells his name wrong on his Twitter. And she's like, yeah, baby, you can't use this. all wonderful colored folk that work.
Did she have a southern accent?
She might as well have. She's like,
you need to go home and take a shave. Get me title this car.
And exactly, instead of being like, you got to get the fuck out of this window, she's like, baby, what do you want me to do here?
She called you baby?
No, but she made that face.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. Baby, what you want me to do here? You know, I might be Southern charming her up. You know, but she's like, yeah, you gotta, I'm sorry. And I gave her a stern look like, she's like, yeah, go get the title to your car. And I'm like, I didn't send it to me. And I gave him a note from the thing that said, it basically was a letter from the Bank of America when I paid for it a couple of years ago. It's like, please find enclosed receipt the title to your car.
It sucks, though, that the DMV doesn't take forever anymore, because you could have had that same experience after waiting 3 hours.
I know.
That would have been the best.
Oh, and I brought my laptop there. I was ready to fucking work on Geno's picks so I could give you another fucking 4 incorrect picks.
Do you think you would have been mad if you waited 3 hours and then she told you to fuck off?
I was livid when I left, and I knew it was my fault. Now I have a call that says Jim, not John Faggot. This is Jim, Florida. And it just says car title. And he's going to make fun of me. See, but
Hello, Geno. Did you get my letter?
I did indeed, Jim Faggot. And by the way, it's certified mail. Certified mail.
This is speech impediment fag.
Who the fuck is sending me Concrete Pete? Fucking call in and defend yourself. Why are you sending me three? Yeah, I didn't get I fucking didn't bring the right car title. Jim, I'm not good at being a grown-up.
I was already on hold when you told me to call in, by the way.
Oh, were you really? I didn't say. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, no.
I wanted to ask you, do you keep your PIN number for your ATM card written in Sharpie on your ATM card?
No. Bosco. No. I would not.
Oh,
I wouldn't want
that
to.
makes about as much sense as keeping your fucking car title in your glove box of your car.
Why? Why?
Because all they need to do is take your car and title, and they now own your car.
That is really dumb, isn't it? That's really stupid. So if they steal my car, it's theirs?
If they have the title, yes, it is. They sign it, they take it, it's theirs. That is a document that once signed, they own your car.
I left everything you need to steal my car in my car. But here's
Not steal it. They would own it. They would legally have it. You wouldn't own it anymore.
They could say they paid you cash.
Part
and
of
you had
me-
a deal, and it's their car. They just have to sign it.
Part of me wishes it got stolen so I could say to a homeless person, "Leave get out of my car." Your car. I mean,
Mine and the rats. We're both on the title.
my car.
How do you know the rats didn't sign the title while they were in there?
That's true. Those rats could have fucking whatever they
There's
do.
little paw prints all over it.
They could have scurried off with my car. God, I'm stupid. Well, I learned my lesson. But here's the thing. Here's why no one can steal my car, Jim. Because it's a stick. Do you understand? And no one in New York knows how to drive stick anymore. There are times... what's that?
Anybody over the age of 40 probably knows how to drive a stick.
Anyone over the age of 40 fucking that still lives in this town is either a fucking hobbit in a rent-controlled apartment they lived in 30 years, or they're fucking wealthy and they wouldn't go near a Chevy Sonic with a fucking mule kick from a homeless person that should have just stolen the car instead of kicked it. I should have
Which
just...
one of those two are you?
Which, little column A, little column B, Jim. But that stupid homeless person could have just... I should have waived the title. I'm like, should have fucking kicked in the glove box, asshole. That's what I should have done. That's what I should have done. Well, too late now. You blew it, homeless New York City. Fuck you, rats. It's my car. It's Daddy's car.
The homeless guy didn't know how to read.
So it turns out showing up with a fortune cookie receipt was the second dumbest thing I did with my car title today, or in the past couple years. Is that correct, Jim?
Very dumb. That thing should be in a safe or a safety deposit box.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's basically who owns your car. Anyone who has that is a document that's like a deed, it's worse than, it's like a bearer bond. Anyone who has it owns it. It's like cash. It's like would you leave $5,000?
Are you done yelling at me, Jim?
I'm not yelling at you. I just can't believe you're 54 years old and you don't know this.
I can't believe that, really?
Actually owned?
What's Chad doing right now? Kidding.
I mean, that's beyond, honestly, it's making me want to tune into Chad. He might have some wisdom for me.
Can someone please super chat Chad? Hey, fucking Moneybags, what's his name? Deadful. Super chat Chad. Super Chad him. How great was it when Chad goes, actually, somebody put that in the chat. I'm looking into it. That was a cute crossover show. And by the way, Keanu wrote, really? They were like the first people with COVID. Suck a dick, Keanu. Preferably mine. Suck a dick.
Ask Keanu where she keeps the title to her car.
Everyone call in and tell me, you know what? No. Well, call in and just let me know. I didn't think about it. I'm not a materialistic guy. No one's going to steal that car. They can't. It's a fucking stick.
It wouldn't even be stealing. That's the point you're not grasping. They would own the car.
It would be
car.
Squatting? What would it be?
No, it would be they got a free car.
Oh, yeah. Watch this. Ready for me to win this one, Jim? For your information, I lived in that car, so for a while it was my home. I just never transferred it to my new pad. How's that?
I don't know.
Scott, hold on. Jim from Florida, Scott from Virginia. Fuck you, Concrete Pete. I love you. Hold on. Scott from Virginia says, and I'm going to take this call just because it's not shitting on me, but it will, I'm sure. Says Jim is insane. Scott, what say you, buddy?
It's not that big of a fucking deal to ride around with the title in the goddamn glove box. They're not going to steal
another retard.
Shut the fuck up, Florida man. Every fucking DMV I've ever been to buy a vehicle, I've had to also carry a fucking bill of sale in there with it.
That was in there too.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. A bill of sale is something you could print up on your own. It's nothing.
I think that's
The fucking title is a document that proves who owns the fucking car. And it says right here, once you sign it, so someone could just sign Geno Bisconti and they would own the car.
I wouldn't wish that on anyone. I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
You're supposed to carry your registration in the car, not your title.
Well, would you like to talk
No,
to...
you're not supposed to carry your fucking title in it, but it's not that big of fucking... He doesn't have to put it in a fire safe. It's not as...
You put it somewhere
it's not...
safe. You're supposed to keep it safe. It's a document. You have to keep it
You just
safe.
go to the DMV, they'll print you another one for like $10.
No, they don't print it at the fucking DMV. It tells with the Secretary of State, usually the tax office.
Are you fucking retarded? In the DMV,
No,
they
you're
print
the
your
fucking
title.
retard.
Oh, shut the fuck up. They print it right at the DMV.
And I'll buy half the town and I'll kick you out of there.
Go right a fucking head, dickhead.
Yeah, why don't you
Right
go
a
around
fucking
and fucking
head,
group some
dickhead.
more kids with the rest of the fags in Loudoun County?
All right, tell you what, we'll have
Loudoun
Chris.
County.
We'll have caller Chris settle the bet. Who I don't from parts unknown. Chris, is Jim correct or is Scott correct about Jim? Go, Chris.
They're all retarded, and Steve should know this. He sold cars. The signatures have to be notarized, you retards. You have to do it at a notary public.
Yeah, but
So
you can fake that too. You
that
can
doesn't
just
make
get
any
a
difference to
stamp.
have it with you. You have to have somebody witness the signature from the state.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay, now
so
you're
they're both
fucking
retarded. You're retarded niggers.
Well, I'm not going to argue
Never
there.
had
He's
to have-
right.
I never
worked
had
at
to
a
have
car
anything
dealership. They
notarized
are.
to sell a fucking car.
Yeah, there you go. Chris says no. Excuse me, Scott says nothing needs to be notarized. All right, so let's all agree that in all of this, I'm pretty stupid. And no one was going to take my car because it's a stick. And the real asshole here is Concrete Pete, who's sending me 3-year-old videos. Is that right? All right, call it Jim
Wouldn't
Chris
take your car
Scott.
because it's a Chevrolet.
Jim Chris Scott, please go
Do
to
they
the...
disagree about anything else? I want to hear them call
Yeah,
each
you're
other
right.
retards again. That was
By
funny.
the way, should I have to watch this? Jim Chris Scott, should I have to fucking check the date on every fucking tweet from a fan and a friend I consider this guy I wake up to at fucking 9 in the morning on my early day? Should I? What say you, Jim?
I don't know.
What say you, Chris?
Yeah, unless you want to look like a retard every day.
That's what I just did. How about you, Scott?
Fuck them.
All right, you three are gone. Please go to the front office and get your check for doing all the work today.